for a few minutes while I do a little skincare. And no, I don't even have a skincare routine, but I don't think I have a dedicated one where I go in like the girls be going in. However, I do want to try some Japanese skincare because I heard their skincare products are the bottom. My eczema is flaring back up. Y'all see that? I think it's the Tide. I'm sorry, Tide, but it's a certain time. It's a certain time when I'm using this detergent. And I've been using this detergent for a certain amount of time, past month, and the flare-ups come back. And so I don't think my skin likes that Tide. And it's also doing the same thing to my daughter. And it's also making my sheets feel itchy. And I literally just put them on the bed from taking them out the washer and dryer. And ever since I washed them with that detergent, they were feeling kind of itchy. And that's kind of cut. This is some emergency raspberry because people have been calling at my job, and I feel like I can possibly, in a week or two, catch a cold. Y'all know how it feels when the cold's coming, so I just got a little emergency here. But what's the purpose of this video? To talk trash about Massachusetts today. I won't say just Massachusetts. Y'all know that's where I live. In the city of Boston. Well, I live in Mattapan, but that's in Boston. Okay, none of those other suburbs. Not Medford, as Cardi said, or something about a tea party, but Bia is not from the city, baby. It's 617 all day over here. I don't even know the area code for Medford. I don't even know if it's the same area code, but anyway, it's not the same town. It's not 617. It's not Boston. But let me get to why I'm talking on this video. So today, apparently, my daughter sent me a text like, oh, Massachusetts passed a law with the cannabis, so now people can smoke inside in certain establishments and blah, 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 blah. I say that the federal law needs to go on ahead and change marijuana from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 or whatever the fuck they gotta do so they can stop making money off of it on a state level, yet having these laws that will penalize and stopping people from doing shit 100% with the marijuana. I see how y'all are doing it. Feds, cut this shit because y'all making it so that people don't get all the money from the marijuana usage, but you're still saying it's not illegal 100%. What type of bullshit is that? Landlords can still say, oh, no, I don't want you smoking here. Yet the law, state law says that you can own plants. Now it's moved from 1 ounce to 2 ounces. Who is that applying to? People who own their homes only? Because those are the people who really have the authority to smoke in their house. Because you say that you can't consume it in public, it's $100 fine, even though nobody's ever paid attention to that. Nobody's enforcing that shit. People smoke everywhere, anywhere. I was in Macy's the other day, downtown Boston, and the whole store lit like fire. You hear me? Like somebody was just walking around every aisle in that bitch, burning it down. So, what are y'all talking about? Stop playing with the people, making the money off of them. Y'all got dispensaries. People can buy it without having a medical card. It's just open to the public to buy. 21 and older. So what are you talking about? Why do you still have restrictions on it when it comes to people where people live at? That's imperative. I understand because all this other bullshit, damage to the property and all that shit. Cigarettes was doing that forever before y'all decided to put y'all little ban on that too. Please, because I don't understand who's growing these plants. You have all these things that people can do on a state level, but the majority of people that's purchasing, you think all these people are owning their homes? Most of these people are living in an apartment building in a place where they have a fucking landlord, right? And some landlords don't care. They're probably some ones, the ones who don't give a fuck what you do on a property because they never come around to make sure it's okay anyways. This has got to stop. It's bullshit. And I know the opponents will say, oh, everybody doesn't want to smell it. What if I have asthma? You just can't. I don't think people should be dictated to what they can do in their own home if it's not causing any bodily harm to anyone. Especially when they're paying these types of rents in Massachusetts. I pay $3,400 a month to live in a condo. I would never live in a condo again. I would never rent. I would never own a condo. It's like, why am I paying off something that I'm going to be sharing with other people? That's bullshit. Now, if the end game is to make a profit off of it, or if you want to buy it just to make a profit off of it, never live in it, that's different. That's that's the only way I would purchase a condo, is if I'm going to be renting it out, making my money back off of the tenants. That's the only, I would never want to live with my tenants. I don't want to do any of that shit. These landlords up here got it fucked up. A lot of them want to live on their property, dictating, telling you what to do, watching you like a hawk, watching everything you motherfucking do, while they're getting paid. And of course, people say, well, you live there, of course you gotta pay. Yeah, but I'm not paying who? Why am I paying to be dictated? Why am I paying to live? I don't want to live with the home. I want to be the home, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to worry about no restriction and make use and take part of all these laws Massachusetts are creating that seems to be aimed primarily towards homeowners benefiting only. That's all I wanted to say. By the way, out of all the steroid creams they gave me, like this one, I had about 10 of them. None of them shits work. As a matter of fact, I started putting this on my skin like a week or two ago. Only put it on a few times to see if it would stop it. It got worse. So I'm gonna stick with this. The goat. This is the only thing that seems to work. Now it may take longer to work, but it doesn't make me flare up. This is what I'll be sticking with. Yeah. Good old Vaseline. That's all I want to say. Go on, continue handling my business, because I'm working on trying to do things that's going to get me more what I want. Either that or move the fuck out of the USA to an island, to a country where I can live off the grid and not have to worry about working like a dog from Uncle Sam 9 to 5, almost 40 hours a week. That's another thing. I feel like they need to make a law where people are only working at least 4 days. At least give us 4-day work weeks. I think it's criminal to have people having to work 5 weekdays a week when you know how can they handle their business on the weekly? Don't tell me about vacation pay, sick days, personal. Fuck all that shit. Bad enough y'all making us pay for the money that we work for with taxes. Please. Getting tired of your shit, America. We getting tired of your shit. Do better.